Whoo! I know you've heard of a blooming onion, but folks, we put a southwestern flair on this, and I mean coated it well and deep fried it. That crust just jumping out of there wanting to see you. And guess what? A special sauce that's got a little bite to it. So come on, me and the pups ain't gonna wait long. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard on a breezy afternoon in southwest Oklahoma. What are we talking about? Cowboy cooking at its best. Yes, we are. And folks, I have ordered these things. I have craved them at times. I've wanted them when I went in places and they didn't have them, and I'm thinking, I'm just gonna make one. What are we talking about? Blooming onion, crispy, fried, got a little hint of southwest flavor there to it. And whoo-wee, is it gonna be good. Well, folks, I'm telling you, whew, blooming onion fried in the wind, and it may be a little bit breezy when we go to throw it over. So you're going to see fire running from one direction to the other. And if you don't believe me, it's Wendy Old Glory there is standing out there showing her stuff. She is, and we're proud to have her. But folks ask me all the time, what is this you have on you here? Is it a little furry kitten? No, it is a one in what you call dead cat, fuzzy mouse, something like that. But folks, a Rode mic and this little windsock right here, it is the best thing we've ever found to filming outside in windy condition or any condition we are. And if y'all be interested in one of these Rode mics and filming out in the wind just like we do, there'll be a little link down there in the description below to where you can find one. Folks, you can't go wrong with this thing. But let's talk about the star of the show, what it is. When you go to pick out an onion, folks, I need you to realize that this end is very important, the root end. And I need them to where they're sort of going to be able to set on that root when we get all done. So you don't want one of them that's leaning all over here oblong to one side or the other. They need to be perfectly round. And what kind of onion are we talking about using? I prefer a Vidalia onion. I need that sweetness. Now, I have done them with a white onion, but you get so much more flavor with one of these good, a Texas sweet or a Vidalia onion out of Georgia. And some of you folks, what are you doing, girl? Hey, what are you doing? I don't even know where you're at. Y'all remember when we had the bad ice storm and we introduced you to Major back there in a video or two we did that we took in, but Shan is fostering Peanut here. She is a good pup, got a lot of energy. Vidalia onion, sharp knife, cutting board. Now, first of all, this is not the root end. That's the end that the green stuff was on. So I need you just to cut him off there pretty straight as you can and across there like that. And folks, this is some of the hardest part of the onion deal to me, is just getting all the onion skin off of it. It do take a little time, so just bear with me because we're going to be here for about 2.5 hours, I think.
2 hours later.
Turn him over. See, he's sitting just flat as he can. And ain't he so pretty shining there in the evening sun? Sharp knife. I want you to see right here, and I'm going to put it up here to where y'all can see it. You come down here about a 1/2 inch and you make a cut all the way across. Move it over here to about, I'd say, let me see, if we're looking at 12, that's 5/20. And then we're going to move him again over here. Be sure you stay down there that 1/2 inch. Come back over here again. One more time. And then I want you to do it right here on this one. And we got all these little sections that are here. Now you just need to come back in there. And this is hard for me to do when I'm looking at it from the back side. And I need you to go in between them and make you 2 more cuts. Just make sure you stay down there below that 1/2 inch line. So we got her there. Ooh. Now I just need you to look here and just go to pulling some of these apart. And you can see, just make sure you get them separated, but you know what I'm talking about. And if you see one here like I did that didn't cut plumb through, take your knife and just make it on through there. And look what you have, a blooming onion. Well, folks, I put me 2 cups of all-purpose flour in there. To that, we are going to add us some, what? Corn starch, we are. And then we're gonna put us in some baking powder, which is about a 1/2 tablespoon if we can get it in there for the wind blowing. Some smoked paprika, and guess what? I told you it's gonna have a little southwestern flair. Remember I did? Some cumin. I do be loving me some cumin in there. Now, we're gonna also throw some what in there? Chili powder. Yes, we are, because I do be liking that stuff a lot. And then I'm gonna have me some of this here mesquite seasoning that we got. Hey, I prefer to use the 3-pound bag, I do, which we have on our website. So, whoa, that's the right amount right there. That was exactly 2 tablespoons, I promise you. I need you to incorporate that well. Just mix it all up. You can see it's got that good color, that cumin and oregano. And the reason I really love that Red River Ranch seasoning so much is it's got that ancho chili in there. It's not spicy. Don't let the word chili scare you, but it brings out a great smoky flavor. So we're going to move on to the wet now. We're going to heat the oil, and we're finna baptize us an onion and get after it. 2 fine specimens of what? You in the back row by the water faucet? Yes, you are right. You win a free trip to wherever you want to go and find a dozen eggs in the hen house. Cackleberry, hen fruit, rooster bullets, 2 of them. And folks, they want a shell. If you got fresh eggs, hey, I'll be telling you to use them on this deal, because that's what's happening, some good fresh eggs. To that, we're going to add a cup of milk, which is probably, I'd say, about that much. Get your fancy little pretty whisk that Shanna's furnished me today, and I want you to beat it really well. We're going to get that onion out here in just a minute, but folks, we're going to dust him just a tad when we get him with what? Who knows? Who knows what we're going to dust on him to help everything stick together? Yes, you on top of the house, sitting up there in the 3rd row. Yep, I know who you are. What is it? Yep, you guessed her right, cornstarch. So let me look over here in the ice box, and guess what we have? A blooming onion, we do. And I'm gonna move him right here in the middle where everybody can see him. I need you to take some of this here cornstarch. And in a 40-mile-an-hour breeze, trying to get a little bit of it on an onion might be a little difficult. But I just need you to give him a little dusting in there. Give him a good shaking. There's 1, 2 participants that didn't take the abuse. So get him on here, and then I want you to just take him right here. Put him where?
What does the cornstarch do? It's
going to help the batter stick to it a little better and dry some of that out right there to where everything can get a hold. So into the dry ingredients it went, and I want you to get it in there. And if Shan will zoom in here, I want to make sure that everybody gets floured well. Then I want you to shake a little of it and make sure you got her dusted again. And guess what? Oh, so gingerly pick him up, place him in the wet. Give him a good rolling around there. You may even have to turn him over to make sure that he's good and coated everywhere. And then he's coming back over here to see the dry again. And this is where it gets a little difficult. You have to make sure that you spread them petals to where you can get the flour mixture down in there. That's going to ensure that you get a crispy bite in every one of them. Well, I needed you to be preheating you a Dutch oven or something that you're really going to do some deep frying into 375 degrees. Now be careful, because you don't want to get plumb up to the top, but folks, we need it to nearly cover that onion so we don't have to roll him around much. And I don't need you to be just flopping him over in there, because whew, this thing could get damaged. Shake a little of that excess off. Get you something to hold him there. And then guess what? Do it to it. Oh, ain't that a beautiful sound? And things is looking so gorgeous in there. And we're going to go about 5 to 7 minutes, folks, till it gets good and golden brown and crispy, and the goodness is just wanting to jump out of the pot and say, wrap a lip around it, I'm ready to go. Well, folks, we're going to let that cool, and ain't that a beautiful creation there? I mean, that onion done bloomed and blossomed, and I mean, it's shouting out the goodness. Now, I don't know if y'all can see, but everybody be sniffing of my pocket right here, because you know them dogs can't eat no fried onion, but I have been way ahead today. I have me some pup treats for my good help, and the big has seniority, so he eats first. Duker been here next. Major has been here, and come here, Peanut. Right here you go. And I got one for Shan. You want yours? So here.
I'll wait for the onion.
Go ahead, Big. We'll let you have that. You be needing to make this sauce ahead of time. Stick it in the ice box about 30 minutes because you can be eating that just like that. And let me tell you folks, it'll make you do all kinds of little dancing jigs and everything else. But when you kick it up a notch, that stuff right there, whoo, doggies, as Jed Clampett would say. That stuff is good. And the recipe is down there on the rest of it. But all it is simple. Just Duke's mayo, some sour cream, some ketchup, some Worcestershire, some garlic powder, some smoked paprika. I mean, all the good stuff is in there. And what do we get to do now, Shan? I think I'm going to get this bite right here. And I'm just going to pull him out of there. Dip it in the little sauces. That crunch, that goodness. Oh my God. Praise the Lord. Pass the biscuits and set one of them blooming onions on the table for breakfast, because it's going to be a great day. We're going to give it some of this and give it some of this. And Peanut says she going to dance. You going to dance, Peanut? Atta girl. Huh? Good girl. Whew. Fine dining it is. And remember now, 375 degrees. Drop her in there oh so gingerly, and you see me right there at the end of it. Just sort of hold you a little pressure on it to make sure all that oil is coating over the top there, and let it fry till it gets good and golden crispy brown. Now it can look done, but if you don't cook it long enough, you'll have trouble pulling the petals from the rose. I promise you that. And you see me reach in there pretty close to the last and just pull it up out of that grease a little and just give it a little this motion right here. It sort of puts a little pressure on them leaves and helps them spread out a little more. And I have noted a lot of people, when they be frying, they be trying to stick that fork down there and spread that apart. That's a good way to get your fingers burned. I wouldn't do that because I still got the band-aids from the burns before y'all was noticing. So remember, everything that we used in this video that you need to know about, the recipe and everything else will be listed down there in the little link below. And as always, I pay tribute with great honor to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept this old country safe, and thank each and every one of you for everything that you do for us and watching this channel. Oh, how we love you, we do. And remember what else? Come on in here, Shan. God bless you one and all, and guess what? I'll see you down the blooming onion trail. Production, roll. Roll? We're having rolls today with this. Scene outside in the wind. Take 78.
Hey, are you gonna blow away?
He says I might. Baptizing of the onion. This in here is so special, he's still wearing his tag he got when he come up here. Crikey!